Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Minus Point. So I am Aman Kumar from minuspointpro.com. In this video we are going to continue our series of numerical reasoning, and the topic is problems on trains. And this topic is applicable for all the synergy aspirants who are preparing for TME, Deck Cadet and GP rating. So please stay focused and try to solve the problems as much as I can so that you can get thorough with all the concepts and different types of questions as well. So let us start with the questions. So the first question here is, a train 240-meter long passes a pole in 24 seconds. So how long will it take to pass a platform of 650-meter long? So what we are given is that the length of the train is 240 meter, and uh, time taken to cross a pole is 24 seconds. So this information is enough to find the speed of train. So speed of train will be length of train by the time taken by it to cross the pole. So this will be 10 meter per second. Now it is asking how long will it take to pass a platform of 650-meter long. So the length of platform is given 650 meter. Now in order to, if we see, this is the platform. So in order to cross a train, the length of the train is 240 meter. This is 240 meter. So we can say that the train has passed the platform only when whole train cross this, like the train has reached this stage. So if we observe, the train has to cover this distance as well as this distance to completely cross this platform, which means the total distance will be the length of the train plus the length of the platform. So our required distance is length of train plus length of platform, which is 650 plus 240, which equals to 890 meter. Now we'll calculate how much time it will take. So time is distance by speed, that is 890 by speed is 10 meter per second. So this goes, which means it will take 89 seconds to cross this platform of 650 meter long. Moving on to next question. So the next question is, two trains of equal lengths are running on parallel lines in the same direction at 46 km per hour and 36 km per hour. The faster train passes the slower train in 36 seconds. So the length of each train is. So whatever the given information that there are two trains and of equal length. So we don't know the length of the train, so let the length of the train be x meter. Now here the speed is given in kilometer per hour, but what do you have to find? The length of each train. So length will be coming in, length of the train will be coming in meter only. So it is better to convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. So instead of converting individually this 46 and 36 kilometer per hour, what we need to do is we'll find the effective speed, because two trains are running parallelly. Two trains are running parallel track and in the same direction. So both are running in the same direction. So when both of the trains are running same direction, so effective speed is given by, suppose this is a, this is b kilometer per hour, so a minus b. because both are running in same direction. So effective speed here will be a minus b. So here effective speed is 46 minus 36, that is 10 km per hour is our effective speed. Now we'll convert this 10 km per hour into meter per second, because ultimately we'll require this 10 km per hour to solve the question. So there is no need to convert this 46 individually, 36 individually, and then subtract it. So in order to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we multiply it by 5 by 18. So this comes, so this will be 25 by 9 meter per second. Now what it is saying, the faster train passes the slower train in 36 seconds. So here one thing we need to understand is, this is suppose a train A and this is train B, both are of equal length. Now for example, this is running at 46 km per hour, so this will pass this train, both are running in same direction, so this will pass this train. So in order to pass this train has to cover, when can we say that this train has passed the B train? Only when the last portion of this train has crossed the engine of this train, which means that the position will be like this. If B is this, and on similar note, if A is here, if A train is here and B train is here, then only we can say that the A train has passed the B train. So A train to pass the train B, it has to cover this distance plus this distance, that is total distance will be length of train A plus length of train B. If train A covers this distance, then only we can say that the train A has passed train B. So here it is saying the faster train passes the slower train in 36 seconds. So how much distance it has covered? Distance it has covered of, so both are of equal length, so the distance of length of first train plus length of second train, so total distance it has covered is 2x, right? And t is given 36 seconds. So now we have only a simple equation. So the equation is time is distance by speed, right? So it is given 36. 36 is the speed, time, distance is 2x, and speed is 25 by 9. So 25 will be here and 9 will go up. Now we'll solve this. So this will come like this. So this goes x is equal to 25 into 2, that is 50 meter. So the length of the train will be 50 meters. So both are of equal length. So both trains length will be 50 meters. So this is our answer. Moving on to next question. So the next question is, two trains are moving in opposite direction at the rate 60 km per hour and 90 km per hour. Their lengths are 1.10 km and 0.9 km respectively. The time taken by a slower train to cross the faster train is. So here what we are given is both are moving in opposite direction. So if this is moving in with a kilometer per hour and this is moving with b kilometer per hour, so effective speed will be, since they are moving in opposite direction, so effective speed will be a plus b. So we will use this concept. Now their lengths are given. So as we discussed in the earlier question that when two trains are given a and b, so when it is said that a has passed b, only when it reaches a stage like this, here it is a, so he has to cover the distance of both, that is the length of train b and the length of train a. So effective distance here comes as a plus b, the length of train a and length of train b. This is here length, not the speed. So here our effective distance will be length of both trains, that is 1.10 plus 0.9, which equals to 2 kilometer. This is the effective distance. Now we have to calculate the effective speed. So as discussed, we'll add up the speed, that is 60 plus 90 because they are moving in opposite direction, which comes to 140 kilometer 150 kilometer per hour. Now what is being asked? The time taken by the slower train to cross the faster train. So here you don't have to get confused like the slower train or the faster train, because no matter if train A crosses B or B crosses A, both have to, if train A crosses B, then also the train has to cover A plus B distance. If B crosses A, then also it has to cover A plus B distance. So it will remain the same. So now our effective time, which is being asked, the time will be distance by speed, that is 2 by 150. Now since it will be coming in fractions, so it is much more feasible to convert it into meter per second. So because here it is coming into hour, right? Because it is kilometer and kilometer per hour, so the time will be coming in hour, and we can see it is coming in fraction. So we'll convert it into seconds. So to convert kilometer per hour, what we do? Kilometer per hour we convert to meter per second. So we'll multiply it by 5 by 18, right? So let us keep it as it is. So 150 into 5 will be here. 150 into 5, and this 18 will go up. Now we'll just have to cross it. Okay, so one mistake what we have done here is we have not converted this kilometer into meter, because here we are taking meter per second, right? So this distance also has to be converted into meter. So this will be converted into meter, that is 2000 meter, right? So this will be multiplied by 1000 here. Now this is 25 into 4, this coming 5 into 8, that is 48, and this will be coming in seconds. So the answer will be 48 seconds. So remember what we have done this is that here we are having the distance in kilometer and this is kilometer per hour. So now in order to convert into meter per second, so we'll convert it into kilometer to meter, that is 2000 meter, and this speed is kilometer per hour. We converted it to meter per second by multiplying it to by 5 by 18, and now we just have to solve that is distance by speed. It will come 48 seconds. Moving on to next question. So the next question is, a jogger running at 9 km per hour alongside a railway track in 240 meter ahead. The engine of a 120-meter long train running at 45 km per hour in the same direction. In how much time will the train pass the jogger? So here what it is saying is that there is a railway track, and on railway track there is a train. The length of the train is 120 meter. So the length of the train is 120 meter, and there is a jogger who is running at 9 km per hour alongside a railway track in 240 meter ahead. So this jogger is 240 meter ahead of this. So suppose the engine of the train is here. So from here the jogger is 240 meter ahead. So if we consider this is 240 meter. So the jogger is running at this point. So if the train is at this point, so the jogger is at this point, which means here the jogger is here, which means the total distance is here, this is 240. So if the train has to pass this jogger, it has to cover this its own length as well as the gap between the jogger and the train. So the total distance here will be this plus this, that is 360. This is meter. So we have found the distance. Now what we see is that in the same direction, so they are running in the same direction. So when the two objects are running in the same direction, so effective speed will be subtracted because they are running in same direction. So this is 45 minus 9, that is 36 km per hour. Right. Now the distance is in meters, so we'll convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. We'll multiply 36 by 5 by 18. Okay, so this looks very simple. This will be 10 meter per second. Now we have got our distance and we have got our speed. So what is required is time. So time is distance by speed. Distance is 360. Speed is 10 meter per second. So the time will be 36 seconds. So far we have covered different types of questions. So I'm trying to cover different variety of questions so that whenever in exam whatever the type comes, you will have the basic understanding and idea of how to approach a problem and how to solve it. So because this is a vast topic, so there can be multiple number of questions also. So if you require, if you think that I should cover more on this topic, so please do let us know in the comment, or if you say we can move on to another topic. So whatever the case may be, please let us know in the comment whether you require more videos on this topic or we can move on to another topic. Thank you.